Oh,
Hello, Miss.
yes, and your name is Resin?
Yeah, correct. Hello, it's me.
Okay, all right. Well, it says you've been here, it says you're new, but you've been here for about 6 months, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a trial lesson, but you've already done this. So, I'm Mr. G. So, what would you like to do today? What kind of lesson do you want?
We can speak if you want. We can speak about something.
Okay, what's something? What's on your mind?
I don't think something that speak. If you have something
Well,
for
you're gonna have to tell me. You have to give me an idea of who you are and what you like, so I can find something to talk about. So I can come up with something. I just don't do anything.
what are you interested to?
It's not what I'm interested in, it's what you're interested in. You're the student.
Um, Let me think. We can talk about space if you want.
Space?
Yeah.
Okay. So what made you get interested in space?
Actually, in which grade? In second grade, my father says you're gonna be an astronaut, and
Okay.
because of that, want to learn something about space, and read books like Stephen Hawking's uh, Black Hole and
Okay.
other things. And after that, I have tried to speak English at the same time. I go to an English course, and
Okay.
I've tried to read NASA's page
Mm-hmm.
sometimes, and I followed SpaceX from YouTube,
Okay.
and I have listened that this lines
Mm.
and other things from there.
Okay. All right. And so what images spring to mind when you hear the word universe?
Universe.
When you hear the word universe, what do you think about?
I think about everything that we can see and think that we can see yet.
That's true. How big do you think the universe is?
Yeah.
How big do you think it is, the universe? If you could calculate it, what would you think it would be? Would it be infinity and beyond, or is there a specific amount that you think the universe is big or small? What do you think?
It's infinity actually, as I think.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Um, what would you like to know about the universe? Is there something specific you'd like to know that's out there about
Um,
the universe?
Maybe why does the Big Bang have happened? How is it
Well,
happened?
well, if you're religious, you know why it happens. It just happened, right?
Yeah.
Are you a religious person?
What's religious?
Like, are you Christian? Are you Islamic?
Yeah.
Spiritual? Which are you? Are you Islamic?
Yeah.
So you know how the universe came to be, right? Allah, our God, right?
Yeah.
So, that's the tough thing, to be religious and be scientific. If you're
Yeah.
scientific, you think, oh, the Big Bang Theory, it just happened. If you're religious and you're Islamic, you think Allah created the universe, right?
Yeah.
So which do you believe? The Big Bang Theory or Allah?
Allah, isn't it?
Ah, there you go. There's your answer. There's your answer. All right. Okay. All right. What are the laws of the universe? Because the universe has certain laws.
There isn't any oxygen there, and because of that, the astronauts that go there must take oxygen tubes near them, and
Mhm.
because of their lives, and there isn't any gravity yet there, and because of that, if you have if you need to go somewhere at the ISS, you can go there by flying,
Mhm.
and because of there isn't any air, you can move too much fast, and you can um, which was um, tour seven take 7 tours around space if I'm not false, and there is something called um, light year,
Light year. Okay.
and
Mhm.
what how many, I don't remember how many kilometers is that, but it's a lot,
Mhm.
and we can see something like Hubble telescope or James Webb telescope,
Mhm.
and there is 12 um, planets in our
Sure.
size,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. So
as I remember that, so I don't
yeah.
remember too
Now,
much.
but yeah, certain planets in our universe or our galaxy, they won't accept oxygen. We have to have oxygen. Is that true? Do you think of
Yeah,
all the galaxies? What about the super Earth they discovered? Do you think the super Earth, which I'll show you a picture of, do you think the super Earth has oxygen just because it looks like us? So do you think that,
actually,
whoops,
Earth means something that you can live on, and
yeah, do
that's
you
why
think you can
the
live on this
things
super
that,
Earth that they just discovered?
yeah, because if they call something
So
like
you think just
Earth
because it
to a
looks like
planet,
us that you can?
no, and they have
Mm,
looking there
are you
with
sure?
it's looking like our planet, our Earth as well, but maybe it can't be because we haven't take a look there too much, and it's
Yeah,
new
we haven't been there
science.
yet. We're not sure. We're
Yeah,
not sure. Just because it looks like Earth doesn't mean it's like us. I mean, the bugs might be 10 times bigger. The air may be, you know, not compatible to our system. So we're just
yeah,
not sure until we go there, until we send a probe. But it would be really cool if it was, because that means the future, maybe we could send people there to discover it, and it would shrink our population because
but
it's bigger than us.
if it's be correct, it's be bad things for that planet as well.
Yeah, we don't know, and we don't know if we can even drink the water. The water might be messed up, we don't know.
Yeah,
um would you like to travel around the universe?
actually, yeah. I want. What can I do at here? What do we have around here, and are we alone?
Mhm.
What other?
what other species is there, which would be fine, you know. Um, so more like Star Trek
Yeah,
when we get a ship like that, because we can't do it now. You know, it takes a long time to get to Mars, and if you're a young man, if you travel when you're in your 20s, you'd be about almost 40 or 50 years old when you get to Mars, and you
yeah.
couldn't come back. It'd be a one-way trip. I mean, maybe you could come back. You'd be 80 when you get back, but you know, right now it'd be a
But
one-way trip.
as you know, there isn't any gravity, and because of that, as I remember, and you have be younger at there, like
Hmm.
in here 2 years, being a year at there, something like that. That's mean you have been um older at Earth and you're younger at the universe.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, yeah, it'd be very, very different. Absolutely. All right. What do you think the edge of the universe looks like? The edge. If there is an edge, what do you think it looks like?
Um, can you say what's H?
Edge. I can write that in here. Edge is this word. Like if you're looking over a mountain or a cliff, you look down, that's the edge. So does
Um,
does the universe have an edge?
as they say it, there isn't any last place,
Hmm.
um, any
There's no edge,
last
basically.
thing at our universe. That's mean there isn't any age at
Exactly.
universe.
There's no edge. It's just vast. We don't
Yeah,
even know if the theory that the multiverse exists, but it could. There could be a version of you. There could be a version of me that's somewhere out there in the universe that's different, that has different folks or lives a different way, but also just the universe itself. It takes more than a lifetime to get through it. It takes several lifetimes now, but maybe one day there will be a ship like in Star Trek for real that people can live on, and who knows, we can maybe we will come back different people and be able to
yeah.
take that adventure. What is the shape and color of the universe? Shape and color of the
Um,
universe, you think?
actually, and there isn't any colors of space because it's empty and you can only see dark and some lights of uh, the other suns
Uh,
and
yeah.
the other planet's color.
But isn't the moon a bright gray, or not bright, but isn't the moon a grayish color? And isn't the universe, if it's dark, it's still black, right? There's blackness and the stars light it. And don't, like some planets like Mars, they say that's the red planet. Or Venus, that's a different color. Maybe it's more blue. Or, Saturn with a golden color. Aren't those colors?
Actually, they are the planet's color. It isn't the universe color.
Ah,
Or they only for the planets that you said.
okay. All right. Very good. Very good. You got me on that one, sir. I was very slick. Oh, actually, you know what, teacher? That's not the universe. And you are correct. Yeah, that's a good answer. All right. What do you know about? Why do we know more about the universe than the human brain?
And why do we know?
More about. So why do we know more about the universe than the human brain? So we know more what's going on out there than what's going on up here.
Because, as they say, the human brain is 512 terabytes hard disk, as I remember. But until you have explained this, you can explain maybe too much more things about universe or oceans at the earth.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. And it would be difficult to. Well, we're doing it with neurology and that type of things with the human
Yeah,
brain. So, but it's still a mystery because we still have diseases like Alzheimer and dementia. But that's the point. That's why there's studies to figure out how do we stop the brain from deteriorating. They even
yeah.
say that after we die, that there's still neurons still shooting in the brain. So,
Actually, as they say, after you die, your brain have works for 10 minutes, and at that 10 minutes,
can you picture slowing down? That 10 minutes, what happens?
your brain shows you the pictures that you are too much happy, and
Okay.
you like to um you want to leave it again, as they say it. I
Okay.
don't know too much about it.
So you're
It's a
saying
story.
your life flashes in front of you
Yeah.
for the next 10 minutes until you leave. Okay. All right. I'm going to put this in here. What Einstein and Stephen Hawking said. Let's see how you answer this. Okay. All right. So those are the two things. Einstein said two things are infinite, the universe and human stupidity. And I'm not sure about the universe. What does he mean? And do you agree? So that first one, see if then we'll get on to the other one. So answer Einstein's question first. What do you think he meant by that, Einstein?
And it means that humanity don't understand. One minute. Lord, take a lesson from his forces. Like at Turkey, they have the buildings. Like at
Hmm.
6 um, February, the buildings have been uh, fall because of earthquake. But maybe some humans have still do these kind of buildings, and because of another earthquake,
Hmm.
these buildings have been full as well, and maybe much more people that because of that. And he said that it's a stupidity, and because the humans don't understand anything from these forces, these stupid,
Hmm.
but uh, you can understand something from universe.
Okay. Okay. All right. So Stephen Hawking, he said, we are just an advanced breed of monkeys on a minor
Yeah,
planet of a very average star, but we can understand the universe. That makes us something very special. Do you agree?
I agree.
Okay, so we just, yeah, okay. I don't know about agreeing the same thing. We're just an advanced form of monkeys. I don't agree with that part.
But
Um,
it's correct, like, because monkeys
mm,
don't take any lessons from these forces as well. We don't take any lessons from our forces, and our too much we do too much things like monkeys.
mm,
And
well,
some places, as I know, monkeys can be more um what's they say for it, more intelligent uh, for humans.
you think monkeys can? You mean apes or monkeys can be more intelligent?
Monkeys can be more intelligent from humans sometimes.
Some humans, not all humans. Not all humans. Because monkeys. Basically, they're a clan-based uh, uh, organization. Um, they don't necessarily all have an individual thought. There are certain things that we see that they do, taking care of family, their children, stuff like that. But the thing is that they don't have the full process of their brain as we use our brain, but we do not use all of or the percentage of our brain. But monkeys do not have the full capacity of doing what we do. Like they can't drive a car, they can't fly a plane, they can't necessarily speak in a language that can communicate with everyone. Whereas we can teach a monkey to learn sign language. We can teach a monkey to understand certain elements that we as human beings can speak. Like that's why they use with people in wheelchairs and paraplegics. You can tell a monkey, go get my meal, open that door. So we do have more of an advancement. And I can't say that we are monkeys because, you know, basically your region, African region, there were Egyptians. They built the pyramids. They did other things. Now, in other parts of Europe, they were in caves and they associated more with, say, let's say the ape or the monkey. But there were many advanced societies where your region is and in Africa where we thought more of a full process of our mind at that time. And we were able to create things. So there is a difference. Um, who is the center of your universe? The center of your universe. Who is that person or that thing or that being
Sinner.
of your universe?
um can you please what does it?
Who is your everything? Who is
Oh,
the person or being that you go to and say you're everything to me? Your parents,
actually,
your mother, your father, your grandparents. Who is that person?
you can't know because each one can teach you much more different things. Like my father can't, if he didn't take me to a course in my first grade, maybe
Hmm.
I can speak with you now. Or my mother, if my mother don't teach me how to cook my meal,
Uh-huh.
and I can't do my own meal now. Or
Okay.
if my teachers don't teach me how to speak, maybe I can still speak like a baby's cry or something.
Hmm.
That's why I can't choose which one is the sinner of me.
Okay, so the knowledge of the people that taught you,
Yeah.
you would say that they would be the center of your universe because they give you knowledge. Okay. What is a parallel universe? And do you think another you lives in one?
As I think, yes.
Okay. So you
We
do
have,
believe in parallel universes.
yeah.
So there's another one of you.
But
Yeah.
at some other kind. Like, it doesn't look like me, but we have a think as same.
You're saying he doesn't look like you, but you think
Yeah,
the same?
it can't look like me because uh, we have been still learning it. I can't uh, learn it too much, but as I remember, there is Renia, and
What's the purpose if it's a parallel universe and he doesn't look like you? He should look like you. I'm not saying that he or should be exactly you regarding what they think or do, but um, you're a smart guy, so maybe he's a criminal or maybe
maybe,
he's a superhero in a universe
but
that can fly.
it isn't same as me. Like, I'm a normal people at here, but maybe as you said, in other universe, I'm a criminal at there, or a police officer or something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Or maybe even married at this young age. Maybe there's a universe where you
We
marry
can
at your age. You never know. Or maybe you're not a human at all. Maybe you're um,
actually
something
in
different.
our humanity we have that things that don't live on the earth are
Mhm.
aliens. That means if there's some other thing of other version of mine at other universe, that means an alien for other peoples.
Yeah, yeah. You could be something completely different than what we see here. Just like me, I could end up being purple or green or blue or something like that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. Do you think McDonald's and Starbucks will be in the outer regions of the universe one day? So, in other words, will there be a McDonald's or Starbucks on the moon or Mars one day, you think?
If there be a life at there, like if they create a colonies and
Hmm.
creates a life at Moon or Mars, it might be something like that because where did they people have a coffee from,
Yeah,
or where did they eat hamburgers or French fries?
yeah, yeah. There could be one if it's done right. Absolutely, I agree on
Yeah.
that one. Um, let's see here. What's Why are scientists so interested in finding out about the universe? You think? What makes it so interesting? Because this is part of you being an astronaut.
And
Being a scientist too.
actually, they interest because, as I remember, we have no only 5% in of the Earth and oceans, and if they can learn a little bit much thing, that means we are nearly get a 6%. No, 6%. We can know 6% or something of the universe,
Yeah.
and maybe it's looking like a little bit number. It's 6%. It isn't too
Hmm.
much, but it means too much things in our whole universe.
Okay.
Like
Right.
what my 1% of me is maybe one of my pink fingers,
Hmm.
but 10% of me means my arm or something.
There you go. Okay, good. Well, we're basically out of time, but very smart work, very good work.
And I
And
will ask something last. I have a YouTube channel. Can I publish this video at there if you want?
it's up to you. You know, I don't control that, but it's really up to you whether or not you want to do that. But
Okay.
you can check with them, customer service and student service. But great job. Keep up the good work and be an astronaut one day. All right.
Okay.